Hello students, in the last lecture we have started the chapter integration. I have explained you some formulas. Okay, now based on that formula we will solve exercise 3.1. I have taken question number 1. Now we take question number 2 of exercise 3.1. Okay, our question is evaluate the following integrals. Okay, now first question is integration tan square x dx. Now students, whenever integration is given, you have to split the function in the function so that we have directly apply formula. Okay, now we don't have formula for tan square x, but we know that sec square x minus tan square x equal to 1. Okay, this implies sec square x minus 1 equal to tan square x. I have taken this 1 to left hand side, minus will become plus tan square x. Now put this tan square x as sec square x minus 1 in the given I, so that I will become value of tan square x is sec square x minus 1 dx. Okay, now here there are two terms, so separate it. So this is equal to first integration sec square x dx minus second integration 1 dx equal to, now we know that integration sec square x is tan x. Okay, minus integration 1 means x and plus integration constant c. So in this way you have to split the given function so that we can apply the formula. Okay, so we have integration tan square x as tan x minus x plus c. In the last step you have to write down plus c. Okay, second example, given that integration cos 2x upon sin square x into cos square x dx. So we say suppose this is equal to r. Now students, here we have sin square x, cos square x. Now apply the trigonometry formula for cos 2x. Cos 2x is, we know that it is cos square x minus sin square x. So apply this. So I will become, numerator will become cos square x minus sin square x. Okay, and divided by this term as it is, because it is in multiplication, so don't split it, into cos square x dx. Now students, separate the terms. First term will be cos square upon sin square into cos square. Okay, there are two terms, cos square upon sin square into cos square x dx, minus second term will be sin square x upon sin square x into cos square x dx. So I have separated this minus term. First will be cos square upon sin square cos square, second will be sin square upon sin square into cos square. So we have got two integration. Now this cos square will get cancelled. We have left with 1 upon sin square x dx minus sin square get cancelled. We have left with 1 upon cos square x dx equal to, now integration sin square, integration 1 upon sin square. What is 1 upon sin square? It is cosec square x dx minus 1 upon cos square is sec square x dx, and we know that integration cosec square x is minus cot x minus integration sec square x is minus tan x and plus integration constant c. So in this way we have to solve the integration. Now let us take third example, integration 1 minus cos 2x dx. Okay, now again you have to apply a trigonometry formula. We know that 2 cos square x is 1 plus cos 2x and 2 sin square x is 1 minus cos 2x. Okay, and we have the term 1 minus 2 cos x, so we can write 1 minus 2 cos x as 2 sin square x. So I will become integration 1 minus cos 2x is 2 sin square x. Okay, so apply this formula. Now under root 2 we can take out of the integration. In integration we have under root sin square x dx, which is equal to under root integration. Under root sin square means simply sin x dx. Under root 2, now integration sin is minus cos x plus c. your final answer will be minus root 2 cos x plus c. So in this way we have to apply the formula for trigonometry and then take the integration. Now we move on to next question. Now we will take same exercise number 3.1, question number 3. Again same question, evaluate the following integral. Okay, now first question is integration x upon x plus 2 dx. Now students, see here what the first term is, numerator is x and here x plus 2. Now in this type of function you have to adjust the term. See the denominator term, it is x plus 2 and in the numerator we have only x, so we adjust plus 2. Okay, so I start with I equal to x upon x plus 2 dx. Now here plus 2, so I will add plus 2, so I have to take minus 2. Okay, whenever you are adding you have to subtract. So I have added plus 2 and I have subtracted minus 2. Now separate the term. So first term will be x plus 2 upon x plus 2 dx. Second term will be 2 upon x plus 2 dx. So this is first term, this is second term. Okay, now x plus 2 upon x plus 2 get cancelled, so we have left with 1 dx. 2 is constant, so we have left with 1 upon x plus 2 dx. Okay students, now what is integration 1? It is x minus 2. What is integration 1 upon x plus 2? It is log of x plus 2 and plus integration constant c. So in this way you have to bring the function in the simplest form and then take the integration. Let us take second example. Integration sin 4x into cos 3x dx. Now here students, you have to apply here sin into cos. We have formula 2 sin a cos b. Okay, what is 2 sin a cos b? It is sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. Now we have sin a cos b, so we adjust 2. So I multiply with 2 sin 4x into cos 3x. Now I have multiplied with 2, so I have to divide by 2. So I have adjusted the term 2 and into dx. Now here 4x means a and 3x means b. So apply the formula. 1 by 2, 2 sin a cos b is sin a plus b. Sin a plus b means sin 4x plus 3x. Sin a minus b means 4x minus 3x into dx equal to 1 by 2 integration. Now sin 4x plus 3x means sin 7x plus sin 4x minus 3x means simply sin x and into dx. So we have transformed this sin into cos as sum of two sine terms by applying trigonometry formulae. Now separate the terms. So 1 by 2, your first integration will be sin 7x dx plus second integration will be sin x dx, and this 1 by 2 is common for both the terms, equal to 1 by 2. Now integration sign is minus cos. Now students, see here x is other than x. It is in terms of composite function 7 into x. So we have formula integration of f of ax plus b is equal to g of ax plus b, and whenever x is multiplied with other term we have to divide by that a. So here x is multiplied with 7, so you have to divide by 7 plus integration sign means minus cos and plus integration constant c. Here it is single x, so we have not divided by any term. Here we have 7x, so we have divided by 7 equal to. So final answer will be minus 2 into 7 is 14 cos 7x plus into minus is minus cos x by 2 and plus integration constant c, and this is your I, and in this way you have to solve the term. Okay students, now next example we have integration x minus 2 upon under root x plus 5 dx. Now see here the numerator is x minus 2, denominator is x plus 5. Now adjust the term as the terms are in denominator. In denominator we have x plus 5, so adjust this x plus 5 in the numerator. Okay, so equal to, so we have plus 5 Since I have added plus 5, so I have subtracted minus 5 and that's remaining minus 2 upon x plus 5 dx. What I have done? I have adjusted this plus 5. When we have added the term, we have to subtract it. So plus 5 minus 5 and this minus 2, okay, equal to. So x plus 5 first term, minus 5 minus 2 means minus 7 upon under root x plus 5 dx. So students, we have two terms separated. First term is x plus 5 upon under root x plus 5 dx minus. Second term is 7 upon under root x plus 5 dx. So we have separated the two terms. Now x plus 5 upon root x plus 5. So we have left with simply under root x plus 5 dx minus 7, take out of the integration, and 1 upon under root x plus 5 means x plus 5 raised to minus half dx. Okay, whenever you have to take the integration, you have to bring the term in the numerator, 1 upon under root. So in the numerator it will become minus half equal to root x plus 5 means x plus 5 raised to half dx, and minus 7, this is x plus 5 raised to minus half dx. Now take the integration. Now apply the power function formula. Integration x raised to n is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Power is increased by 1. So we have x plus 5 half plus 1. We have to divide the same term, half plus 1 minus 7. Now it is minus half. So x plus 5 minus half plus 1 upon minus half plus 1 plus c. So I have applied the first formula, x raised to integration x raised to n here, equal to x plus 5. Now half plus 1 means 3 by 2. In denominator we have 3 by 2 minus 7. X plus 5 minus half plus 1 means half. Minus half plus 1 means half, and plus c. Now bring the terms in the simplest form. This is 1 upon 3 by 2. So it will be 2 by 3. X plus 1 minute student. We have 2 by 3 x plus 5 raised to 3 by 2 minus. Now 7 and divided by 1 by 2. So this 2 will come to the numerator. 7 into 2 is 14. X plus 5 raised to half and plus c. And this is your integration of term. Okay. So next example is integration cos square x dx. Now we don't have formula for cos square x. We know that 2 cos square x is 1 plus cos 2x. So value of cos square x will be 1 plus cos 2x by 2. So your I will become, value of cos square x is 1 plus cos 2x by 2. So 1 plus cos 2x by 2 dx equal to, separate the term. This 1 by 2, it is common for all the terms. So I will take out of the integration. First term is 1 and second term is cos 2x and dx. Now separate the term. Half is constant for all the term. First one is 1 dx. Second is cos 2x dx. Okay. Now half. Integration 1 means x and integration cos is sin 2x. Now here x, it is multiplied with 2. So divided by 2 and plus c. So in this way we have integration cos square x is half x plus sin 2x by 2 plus c. Okay. Now student, next example, example number 5. Okay. Integration 2 upon under root x minus under root x plus 3 dx. Now see the denominator. It is irrational term, under root x minus under root x plus 3. Whenever there is irrational term, we have to rationalize and then take the integration. So our I equal to 2 into under root x minus under root x plus 3. Now rationalize numerator and denominator. Since we have minus, so we will take under root x plus under root x plus 3, same term you have to divide, under root x plus 3 dx. All of you know what is rationalization. Now this is equal to 2 into the term in the bracket will be root x plus 3 dx. Now see the denominator, a minus b into a plus b. So a minus b, a plus b is a square minus b square. So we have root x whole square minus root x plus 3 whole square equal to integration 2 root x plus 3 upon root x whole square means x minus root x plus 3 whole square means x plus 3 and into dx. In each step you have to write this dx equal to integration 2, numerator will be as it is root x plus 3 upon. Now student, this x minus x get cancelled, minus into plus minus, so minus 3, we will left with minus 3 in the denominator. Now here 2 minus 3 means minus 2 by 3 is constant, so I have taken out of the integration. Your first term will become root x dx and second term will become root x plus 3 dx, and this minus 2 by 3 is constant for both terms, so it is minus 2 by 3. Now integration root x means x to the power half dx plus root x plus 3 means x plus 3 to the power half dx equal to minus 2 by 3. Now apply the integration for x raised to n. It is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So root and integration x raised to half means x raised to half plus 1 upon half plus 1 plus integration x plus 3 raised to half means x plus 3 raised to half plus 1 upon half plus 1 and plus integration constant c. Solve it. It is minus 2 by 3. Now x raised to half plus 1 means x raised to 3 by 2. This is also 3 by 2. This is x plus 3 raised to 3 by 2. Half plus 1 means also 3 by 2 and plus c. Okay. Now this is equal to, this is minus 2 by 3 and this is 3 by 2. This 3 by 2, if we take reciprocal, it will become 2 by 3. So 2 into 2 means minus 4. 3 into 3 means 9. So minus 4 by 9 is common for both the term. In bracket we have x raised to 3 by 2 plus x plus 3 raised to 3 by 2 and plus integration constant c. In this way you have to solve the example. Now last example I will take. Exercise 3.1 question 4 students. See here, it is slightly different. We have given f dash of x equal to x minus 3 upon x cube. We have given f of 1 equal to 11 by 2. Question is find f of x. Now see here, given f dash of x. F dash of x means what? What we have given? Derivative of f of x. We have given x minus 3 upon x cube. Okay. We have given value of f of 1 means function at x equal to 1. We have given 11 by 2. We have to find function f of x. Derivative is given and we have to find the function. So in this type of example we have to integrate it. We have given derivative of f of x, x minus 3 upon x cube. Say this is equation 1. Now integrating equation 1 with respect to x. If we integrate this derivative, integration cancel, we have left with f of x on left hand side. See here, derivative when we integrate we have left with only f of x. Right hand side will become x minus 3 upon x cube dx. So what I have done, we have started with the given function derivative of f of x equal to x minus 3 upon x cube, integrating both sides. So derivative integration get cancelled, we have left with f of x. On right hand side it is integration x minus 3 upon x cube dx. Solve it. Now separate the terms. It is x dx, 3 is constant, 1 upon x cube means x raised to minus 3 dx. Now integration x means x square by 2 minus 3. X raised to minus 3, its integration will be x raised to minus 2 upon minus 2 and plus integration constant c. See here, when you added n plus 1, it is minus 3 plus 1. Minus 3 plus 1 means minus 2 upon minus 2 plus c. So your answer is x square by 2 minus into minus plus 3 by 2 x raised to minus 2 and plus c, and this is what f of x, which can be written as x square by 2 plus 3 by 2 x to the power minus 2 means 1 upon x square plus c, and this is what f of x. Now use the given value. What we have given? Given f of 1 equal to 11 by 2. So put x equal to 1 in equation number 2. When you put x equal to 1 equation 2, this will become f of 1. Instead of x we have to put 1. So right hand side will become x square means 1 square by 2, 3 by 2, 1 upon x square means 1 upon 1 square plus c equal to 1 square by 2 means 1 by 2. This is 3 by 2 because 1 square is 1 and plus c. And what is the value of f of 1? Value of f of 1 is 11 by 2. So 11 by 2 equal to, now 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 means 4 by 2 plus c. We have to find the value of c. So it is 11 by 2. This will become minus 4 by 2 equal to c. 11 minus 4 means 7 by 2 equal to c. And this is the value of constant c. Put this value in the given function. So put c equal to 7 by 2 in equation number 2. Equation 2 implies f of x equal to x square by 2 plus 3 by 2 1 by x square, and value of c is 7 by 2. And this is what we have to find because our question is find f of x. So thank you students.